Are you guys ready to see what a custom hat looks like? Of course you are. Let's go ahead and take a look-see here without slicing myself, shall we? These are my first impressions so that you guys can follow along, and hopefully, if any mistakes I make, you don't have to replicate. Know what I mean? All right, let's open this up and take a look. Oh, this is what we have. So I got these embroidered on Amazon.com, and I'll put the link in the description below. But I got a gray colored one that has gray all the way around. Oh, that is just cool. And it actually says film crew on there because I run a nonprofit film studio and we produce film for other nonprofits. We go all over the world and producing film for churches, missionaries, you name it. I love Jesus and I love film, and let's be honest, we need some more positive videos out there, and our goal is not to over dramatize things, but really just to tell you how it is and just say, hey, these are incredible people out here doing great stuff in the world. Well, that's a little big. And let's create a film that highlights them, because usually we found those kind of people don't necessarily like to turn a camera on themselves, which is good. They shouldn't be in it for accolades for themselves. And that's where we come along, and we come alongside them and say, hey, we will be your advocate. We will be your film crew, and we will get the word out there about what you're doing. And they're usually very appreciative of what we're doing. We always ask for permission. We're not in it to exploit people. We're not those kind of people. I've actually been in some situations, specifically Nepal, where there was a guy who was with National Geographic, and he went to some slums on off of the Bagmati River. This river smelled so bad. You could smell it from blocks away there in Kathmandu. You could actually tell where you were in the city based upon the smell of this river. You're like, oh, hey, oh, we're about 5 blocks from the Bagmati. Oh, now we're about 3 blocks from there. Horrible. So this guy came along and he snapped photos and promising that he would help these people there in the slums. And when we came along years later, they didn't like us because all of a sudden we had cameras also. And they were like, what are you gonna do with these images? How dare you? And the more we pressed and the more we talked with them, the more we found out that this guy came along and he got some sorrowful photos of these people, the children who were so hungry. Basically, he exploited them. I don't know what he did with the photos. And so, you know, you'd be like, well, how dare you judge, Beau? But the fact of the matter, what remains is these people were not blessed because of this. They were not. They had no kind of kickback. There was no incentive for them. They were just kind of there to look poor. And that's actually called poverty porn. And that is what Knok Studio, we are very much against. We are always there to be a film crew and to be authentic about what we film and what we produce to get the word out there about what's really happening in the world. We don't dabble into conspiracies. We don't get into politics. We're just there emphasizing what good people are doing out in the world. So back to the hat. I'm sorry, man, I got so much into this. You guys are probably like, what is with this guy? Gee whiz, I just wanted to click on this video to look at the hat and the quality, and here he is blabbering on about his ministry of Knok Studio. So I got 2 different flavors right here. I got, of course, the mesh one, so when it's hot outside, or by the way, you can curve it down like that if you prefer it to be curved. I kind of like the flat type bill. That's kind of nice. Or I got a warm weather kind that's, well, I kind of like this one. Don't you like the look of that all the way around? That's really a high quality hat. And as far as the stitching goes, it's pretty good. What I did is I uploaded a transparent PNG at 300 DPI, so make sure it's a very, very good quality transparent image. And it just said film crew on there, and I just kind of oriented it on the hat there on Amazon in the most central position possible, and look what came out. Lo and behold, it is pretty much smack dab right in the middle. And now this should give me some level of credibility when I show up and it's not just like, hey, there's the guy with the MySpace t-shirt, but rather there's a guy with a film crew thing on his hat. Surely we should trust him with our image. He must be credible. Of course. All right, so that's it. My name is Beau Chevasu. I hope that you enjoyed this small little demonstration and review of these hats. I'll put the link to these guys in the description, the YouTube description that is. And absolutely 5 out of 5 stars. Highly recommended. I love it. That's it. Catch you later.